Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Talk. I'm your host, I'm Uncle Anthony.
Hello, this your boy KC.
KC, let's talk about it, man. How delusional are women?
It's all out here, boy. It's crazy.
Now, I asked that question, right? I asked that question because I was watching the interview between Kate Michelle and Cam Newton, and it was a part of the interview where she was asking, when our black men, excuse me, when our black men is gonna start creating families. Now, I don't think that portion of it is I don't think that whole statement that she made on there was delusional. I think she got some good points in there. I just think some of the stuff and the way she was looking at it and the way she was coming about it was maybe a bit one sided. And so uh, I would kind of say that's delusional to try to put it in the bracket of being one sided.
It's like with me, it's like the whole point of it is like with women, well, men too. It's like people be so defensive and like everybody want to be the right and not the wrong. It's like people don't take accountability because it's like black women are demasculated sometimes. Like black women are like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's just be real. Like black women is the number one women that demasculate they men. They the number one people. They negative, like they're like, and I love black women. You know what I'm saying? And they not all bad because us men we do be wrong too. But this is a product of not getting to know who you with before you sleep with them, and you know what I'm saying, picking the wrong type of men, and you picking because like we do a lot of stuff on this. A lot of people have kids before they with the person they with.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna build a family with somebody that you not even. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even locked in, bro. We met at the club. We, you know what I'm saying, did the business last night, and you end up pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's broken home. You gonna create a broken home. You don't even know the person you sleeping with.
All right. Well, listen. So we're gonna put a pin in there right quick. Let's get to this video. Hey, tune in with us right quick.
At what point in the black community do our men create real homes? I'm looking at a successful black man that has the ability to literally turn the narrative on black family. My whole family, they're married. I'm not the girl who didn't see what a man creating a black family is supposed to be. So I'm asking right now, black men, and I turn my black men to really step up for black women and create families.
Yeah.
It's really not cool. Black men are attacking black women. And it's not a cool, they're not creating homes, they're creating babies everywhere. It's not cool. And I'm asking you, other successful black men, to be, you have to set an example as leads. The cute social media back and forth on black women, we are consistently creating the cycle of kids who can't come home and see their daddy there. And they see their mama sad at night. At what point is the successful black men in this world going to step in and really create structure? I see white men doing it every day.
I want to like let it be known that I do empathize. You know what I'm saying? And I feel where she coming from. Cause I don't want this to seem like just like an attack. Like, but I just hate when most of the time women, because we are kind of understanding of what's going on, and we already like we not double standard type people. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a lot of double standard stuff going on, and me and we kind of see it from both ways. Well, at least me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I empathize with her. I feel where she coming from, but it's like, okay, so why is it just placed on us to create family? Why is it?
Well, I think she with that, because since you asked that question, I think she's coming from the point of view. Well, I'm assuming, right? allegedly, I'm assuming she coming from the point of view of men being leaders, right?
Okay, I'm glad
Men
you
being
said that there
leaders.
though. But answer this for me though. Who are the hardest women to lead?
Well, society, and they say black women. I can't fully agree with that. I can see that point, right? I can see that point based off the social media, based off some of the women that you see. I can see that point. I can't fully agree with that point, but I can see that point of black women being the hardest to lead.
But let me, I'm gonna do a tally, and I'm gonna let you put your perspective on it because, like I said, I empathize, and I do agree with her though. But you tell me if this is the one you want to start a family with, and this is not black women, but this is what we talking about. Okay, so every time I say something that you don't like, you check it. Demasculation.
No, that's not somebody I want to build a family
If
with.
I tell you, and see, and because I know it happened the most in the black community, and I seen a video earlier that kind of speak to this. If you go out now with your friends and you got to be showing cleavage and you know what I'm saying, and I'm just say showing cleavage. We ain't got to go no far now. You got to be showing cleavage. And for me to tell you, your man that's at home with you, I don't want you to worry that out. Are you insecure? It's hard to want to build a family with somebody that I can't even tell you that I don't want you supposed to be my woman, my property. You know what I'm saying? The way not like that, make it seem like that though. But I can't tell you my property that I don't want you to go out with your titties showing or your booty showing or you know what I'm saying, too much skin showing. It's like it's hard because y'all don't even listen. Anything we do, y'all got a rebuttal. We insecure. We control it. We this, we that. And then like the whole cheating narrative that like we just be cheating and they don't though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to start a family. At first it's the kind of like black people, we don't go get enough help for our trauma. And that's the problem. And that's on both ends. You know what I'm saying? For what I know, I don't know too many people that go get counseling and go handle their childhood problems and you know what I'm saying, their mama not being there, their dad not being there or stuff like that. Like black people don't go and get help with their problems. So that's what makes it so hard for the love and stuff. Like that what like that's why I feel like the love life for black people not all the way there because they don't even go get help for their trauma.
True, I agree. Um, I, I don't know, bro. Like again, like I said, I don't know uh, that narrative. I hear that narrative that it's hard to lead a black woman. I see that narrative sometimes, and I can agree with that narrative. But no, excuse me, nobody wants a person that's hard to deal with. Like you want me to create a family with a person that's hard to deal with. I'm supposed to protect, provide, shield you and do all this, but when it come down to me giving you my ultimate opinion, which would lead to your protection, right? So let's use the narrative that you gave of a young lady walking out without her body revealing as her man, like, hey, I don't want you to walk outside this household like that because you saying my body, my choice, I dress how I want to dress, but I'm saying there's some creepy men out here and I can't be with you 24/7 to protect you. So sometimes I got to protect you with the way you move outside the house. Me telling you not to wear that is me protecting you. That's not me trying to control you or tell you what to do or tell you about your body. But that's me letting you know that it's some men out here that don't move or think the way I move. They move in awkward ways. They move in ways that is not preventable. So, with that being said, I'm trying to shield you from running into a situation that I'm gonna have to come and take up. A lot of men get in trouble because sometimes you move in a way that you ain't supposed to move or you was advised not to move, and now he in trouble because he trying to shield and protect you. You want to be a family's both sides gotta be a part of creating this family. You can't dump everything on the man and just say, hey, why black men ain't create families and then come with the narratives to say, hey, you don't see that in white people. That's a false narrative. That's false. You got white men walking off on their kids and not building and creating families either. You got there's other generations are doing it too. Now I get her point. Ours is applicated more than the other races. it's
Yeah, but
advocated more. It's more talked about. And like she said, they putting us. They trying to pin black men against black women, and I get that. That's pushed to the media all the time. But at the same time, if you gonna come with this conversation, you got to come with this conversation down the middle. You can't come with this conversation and make this conversation seem one sided about the successful black man turning the table when you got good black men that's trying to marry black women, but you counseled the engagement. You got so many black women right now running around talking about, oh, I was engaged 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Then I have to ask the question, how was you engaged? So how you have so many men propose to you, but you ain't married? And so you want us to create families, but when they jump out there to try to create a family or start to create a family, then boom, you throw the engagement away. And then, but you want to say, I'm such a good woman that I've been engaged all these times. I'm sorry, that don't look like a good woman. That look like maybe a couple flaws on your end.
yeah, and it's like, man, with black, like us black men, like, and I'm not taking, like, we do killing, we do drug dealing, we do, like, we do have a reason to be looked at, like, you know what I'm saying, how we looked at, but like we also like the most attacked people in the world. Don't nobody get attacked more than a black man, cuz.
True.
I don't care what nobody say, like, bro, don't nobody get like, you know what I'm saying? I dress a certain way on my thug. I dress a certain way on my kiss up. I do this. It's always, it's never nothing good in what a black man doing. If a black man gonna be successful right now, I make $1 billion. The first thing people know how I sold my soul.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, we
Or
can't
you trying to
win.
be white? Or you trying to be white?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't win. And then at the same time, though, it's like, you want us to start feeling, but how many women actually ask they man, is they okay? How your mental? Is you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hear that a lot. I don't hear a lot of that. And I'm not saying women don't do it. I don't hear it a lot. I don't see it a lot. It's like, man, you expect me to move mountains and nigga, we gotta hurt and pride. We gotta handle our pain by ourselves, how we deal with it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like a lot of stuff that come into it. Okay, you want me to build a family? Okay, be my real support system, be my backbone. Don't go against everything I gotta say or everything I got going. Like, I can't build no family. I can't lead because you ain't. If you ain't following me, how I'm gonna lead you?
You can't lead a person that won't follow you. Even the good book, right? The good book says the blind leading the blind. You can't be blind and lead the blind. So if I'm trying to follow you and you not following directions, then we're not gonna get nowhere. What's that old saying? Cat Weaver said all the time. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Fact.
So it's got to be some type of leadership here. It's got to be a certain level of authority, and I think that's the real problem is they don't want authority. They don't want to feel like that they are um, under you, beneath you, and you're not under or beneath a man. You're supposed to be standing beside him. You lead in certain areas, and he lead in certain areas. You lead with your femininity. He lead with his protection, his providing, and the manly stuff. Not saying that women can't do it, but I'm saying if that's the type of man you want to create, you want a man to create a family. That's the things that's gonna come with that. Like that's the leadership role that he gonna come with in creating his family. You can't tell him to create a family, then you want him to be beneath the role that he's supposed to play. But then you got to play your role too. And it ain't cooking and cleaning and all of that, right? It ain't cooking and cleaning and all of
It's
that. Your
supposed to.
role is not cooking and cleaning and all of that. I'm getting tired of that area too. That they you just want me to be barefoot, pregnant, and cooking and cleaning. That's not the role. If you want to be a stay at home wife, then that's your job. That's your job. That's your
Gotta do
contribute.
something.
That's your contribute to this bond, to this relationship, to this structure, to this plan for us moving forward. That's your contribution to it. But if you decide to go to work, then we're gonna split what goes on in the household. You know what I mean? So if you decide to
But
go to work, we're gonna split what goes on in the household, in
it's
my opinion.
sad though. It's sad though because like that whole narrative that the black family narrative is wrong. Like I seen it on a podcast or something I seen on TikTok probably like a week or two ago where they did their research and black couples are the most married. Like that's the highest percentage of marriage is black couple.
But also, the highest percentage is black fathers are more prevalent in their home. They keep representing these minority, this minor number of black men that's out here that's doing all this running from woman to woman. Statistics say that most black men only have 2 children. They say more women have more kids than black men. But see, you want to create a family, but you can't keep running from man to man. You got to get somewhere. You got to sit down. You got to pick somebody that you want to be with. You got to vet this person beforehand. You got to get to know this person and start running out to the club, running around. And then when you get pregnant and you don't want to do what you want to keep the baby or whatever, and things don't work out, the first thing you do is you blame the man because you say, hey, well, he took the seed. Well, no, you got to put some blame over that too. I'm tired of that narrative too, where
But
they
then
blame
like,
the man for the kids.
but then like, you know, another thing though, and this might not even be black women, but I don't know other people. Like I'm not diverse type person. Like I don't have a couple white friends in school, but I don't know grown white people, so I don't know if it worked like this. But you know what I'm saying? Even but it's like another problem with black women is everything is theirs. You had a baby, it's
Yeah.
their baby. It's more their baby than yours. It'd be like, cause I promise you right now, you can get a woman pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The relationship might not be working for you. She might be happy with you, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't the other way around. Okay, so the first thing she gonna do when you try to leave is now, okay, it's gonna be hard for you to see your baby.
Yeah.
Build a family with that. But then when the nigga give up, then I'm a deadbeat now. I went through all these trials, tribulations, trying to see my baby. I'm calling begging. I know people right now. I won't put no name on it because it ain't on my business, but I know people right now. This kids, 5, 6 years, they ain't seen their baby in 3, 4 years. Ain't talked to their baby. Ain't breathe. They don't even know if their baby okay. And it's like, man, it's like you see a lot of that though. And then it'd be like, but it's the whole narrative will always be the black man left his kid. This like you don't even know like if she let them see the baby. This man might be fighting in court every week. But you don't know that though. You just first thing you say, he doing it for his baby. They'd be woo woo woo. And then you got some women out here the dad buying clothes, shoes, whatever, because they been sending money and the woman not doing what supposed to do with the money, and then they send the baby clothes and stuff and they sell them too. But it's a lot of different instances where it's like, man, we get the bad light said on us when we really doing our part.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because I seen another post. I seen another post, and the guy was like, he gave up. He signed over all his rights to his daughter, to the baby mama, and they was on there, and they was literally just dragging this guy. And so the question I got: how far, right, as a father, how far do you go before you say enough is enough? Because the average, I believe the average man can't afford to keep going through court systems, spending money on lawyers to keep fighting this child case. The average man don't make enough. So how far do you think he's supposed to go until he reached that point of saying, okay, enough is enough. Signing over my rights might just be the best.
Okay, so I feel like he moved out of emotion. He wasn't thinking because see now he lost. It's over. Now it's officially over. He don't got no control. He's cooked as far as that baby. You know what I'm saying? Unless the mama just come around. You know what I'm saying? But he cooked. I would have just want to put myself on child support. Now you gotta let me see this baby. I'm gonna spend. You gonna spend money on the kid regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't went the child support route. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have did that. Cause sign up your rights now. You can't make her let you see her. You come over there and try to force it. You can go to jail. This basically not even your baby no more on paper. So
But
now the
see,
ball in her court.
I don't really think the child support right is the. A lot of men say go the child support route. I don't really think the child support route is a good way to go in my opinion. I really don't because it depends on the baby mama, right? It all depends on the baby mama. This statement I'm making depends on the baby mama. If you got the type of baby mama that he was talking about, like she was just pure evil, she already wasn't letting him see the child. You know, they had went got the parenting schedule. She was still wasn't letting him see the child. She was constantly taking him to court. She was constantly trying to get more money out of him, and it was like he just was constantly losing money, constantly paying lawyers, and wasn't getting nowhere. Like the system wasn't helping him at all. They kept ruling in the woman's favor. No matter what he did, they kept ruling in her favor. Going down there and putting yourself on child support, I don't think that's going to really help because if I'm spending money on lawyers and I'm going through all this turmoil, the court's really winning, really, to be honest with you. The courts is really winning because they take money out of that, the child support, to pay back for which I pay taxes, so I kind of agree with the taking them pay back for the Medicaid and all the stuff that they get. But I on the side note, I don't think that should be solely put off on the father. I think that should be split between the mother and the father if you rack up that bill. But putting yourself on child support, bro, she got pretty much the power at that time because the court system it's proven that the court system rocks with the mothers more than they rock with the fathers. And as soon as you go put them on child support, for some reason, it just seemed like the nigga just the bad guy.
But you know what though? Like, you know what's crazy to me though? Like it be like stuff like this going on, fool, and then people, family be around and they support that shit, and that's sick to me. I don't care, like unless it's rape or something like that crazy. Ain't no way I'm finna sit around you knowing you not letting your dude see her, like let your baby dad see his child. Cause I can't support that. Everybody else might support that girl. Please, he don't do nothing. He don't need to see the baby. I'm not gonna stand by that, cuz. Like, if you had to cut me off because you tired of me saying it, I'm gonna cut you off anyways. Cause if I say it too many times, I feel like to where it's like, man, you ain't hearing me. You a sick person to keep somebody from their kid, bro. Like that is sick, bro. Like that's real life sick. And I don't see how people sit around people knowing they do that. Just like I don't see how people sit around their homeboy know they don't take care of their kids. If they doing it
Yeah,
for no reason. Like
yeah.
I can't stand by that on both ends. I won't rock with you on that. Cause you
So
doing that out of spite. What is your reason? Like I said, if you can't give me a valid reason, he put my child in life or death home. Or like I said, he a rapist. If you can't tell me nothing like that, you don't have a real reason to keep your child from that man.
so I got a question. Do you think, right? Do you think that it's right for a woman? Do you think it's right for a woman to have, according to the system, to have legitimate rights over the child, and the father has none unless he go to court or get married to that woman?
I
I
just
mean,
don't.
well, let's say it like this: do you think it's right for the woman to have full rights to the child unless the father go to court or go get put on child support?
I just don't like. I don't like that whole. Cause what make you more of a parent than me?
Yeah.
You carried the baby for 9 months. I've been carrying the baby in my balls. I carried the baby for real. Technically, the men
I
do
got
carry the
carry the
baby.
life. Men carry the life.
Like, and
Men
that's
carry
the
the life.
and like that's the point I don't like. I don't like the fact that it's. I feel like it should be 50-50 out the gate.
Yeah.
Like, what make you more of the parent than me? Because in my situation, I was there the whole way, mentally support. So I was just as pregnant as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Every
I
doctor's
really,
appointment, sickness, food cravings. I've been there from day one. Me too. I've been there from day one. So what that, like, that's a different segment, right? That's goes off into the segment of why it's such a tragedy that Father's Day is such a tragedy. And the question is, why should Father's Day be such a tragedy when the man puts in just as much as the woman? We don't carry the baby for 9 months, but you got to look at the stuff that the true men. I'm talking about true men. Now, I'm not talking about men that run off on their kids. I'm talking about true fathers. True fathers. We put in just as much. The ones that are there from day one, we put in from just as much. We wake up in the middle of the night, we get a baby bottles, we change the baby. We there to give you a break from the baby. A lot of mothers don't really admit it, but a lot of fathers do way more than what they're giving credit for, just to keep from being called a deadbeat, just to keep from people saying, "Oh, you just not a good father." So you go above and beyond. You know,
facts,
well, I'm give
man.
you the break. I'm give you the break, but you go above and beyond just to beat the narrative
Man.
that you're a deadbeat father, and I
Motherfucker
don't think
say,
it's right in a
motherfucker can't
sense.
say I don't be in that layup.
For sure, for sure.
Motherfucker can't say I don't be in that layup. I do this shit. That's why I said though. It's like, man, just imagine though. How can you live with yourself knowing you keeping somebody from that? A good daddy, cause all dad is not good daddy. Like I said, if you got a valid reason, But I feel like one day that should be settled. And you know what I'm saying? But I don't see how people sit there for no reason and do that shit though. Just cause this man don't want you no more. Or whatever reason. Like it's fucked up. Like it's crazy. And like I said, like anybody that's sitting around somebody that do that, bro, I don't fuck with you. Like I can't fuck with you.
It,
Like
I,
it's
I think
weird, bro.
I think social media, bro. Social media. I think child support started this this whole trend because it's becoming more financial. It's become everything about the child now. And you listen to the women talk online. You listen to the women talk on social media and on TikTok. They only thing they complain about is the child support. The man he ain't doing nothing, and they want child support to raise the child. Child support is supposed to
Yeah.
finance the child, but if you keeping the dad out, then the child missing the key component. So you say you don't see how they do it. They do it for the finance. Like they do it for the
Yeah.
finance.
Like, you see people like, and you know what I'm saying? We don't know the situation completely, but like you see DDG down there begging to get this something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like people so insensitive, like, and they take everything as a joke. You don't realize that man really hurting. It was people on there on Father they really trolling this man because he couldn't see his baby.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. The position of being a father is not is put on the same or equal pedestal as being a mother, and I don't really understand why that's not. When if you got a good dad, no, and I think the problem is that a lot of women take how they feel about the guy and they say, well, he ain't a good husband, so he can't be a good dad. That's wrong. He can be a terrible husband, but an excellent father. Because what he do to you, besides now, I don't agree with domestic violence. I don't agree with that at all. Anything less than domestic violence, anything less than domestic violence, I don't think should have anything to do with the child. Domestic violence, yeah, I think you should get you and your baby, you get out of that because I feel if he put his hands on you, then somewhere down the line he might put his hands on the child. That's the only place. Other than that,
I got a question though. And it's kind of like off the lines of what we on, but I gotta ask. Cause it do kind of all go. Why do you think? Cause I feel like the domestic violence rate is at an all time high right now. Fool. Like, why do you think it's gonna went up so much? Like, do you think social media play a part, or like, why do you think so? Like, domestic violence got so bad right now? Like, it's probably at an all time high right now.
yeah. So social media play a big part, brother. Um, yeah, social media it plays a big part in the domestic violence that's going on right now. Um, that and then it's getting rapid. It plays a real big part. I think it plays a big part. Social media. Um, it's kind of hard to outline that because there's so many areas and so many ways you can go with that with the social media. Uh, People trying to prove their power, women degrading men. You know, I'm not making no excuse for men putting their hands on women, but you got to understand women put their hands on men too. So it ain't just
A lot first though. Like,
yeah,
a lot of
it's
that
a
be
lot.
first. A lot of that be first though.
That could be it too. Is that entitlement to feel that you can put
Yeah.
your hands on me and I'm not supposed to do nothing because I was raised not to hit a woman. Well, I wasn't raised not to hit a woman. My mama told me if she's big enough to punch first, she's big enough to take one. But
But you know,
out
like,
of respect for the woman, I would just choose to walk away.
yeah, cause like you know the Chris Brown and Ronda shit should have showed niggas that no matter how the situation go, a man gonna lose because she hit that man first, kicked that man all his face with a heel and shit, and he the one got fucked off. He went to jail. His career took a hit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it show you. That's where it show you that it's like, man, with that shit, like men really.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just that dynamic, brother. It ain't right. It's just that dynamic. It ain't right. It's a double standard that we are supposed to. Um, we're supposed to just take a lot of stuff off of women, and we're supposed to be this quote unquote man. And when we don't take it, and when we do stand up for ourselves in different areas, in different aspects, then we are simps. We are every name in the book. And then the number one thing they throw out now, we gay. Everything we do is not gay. We everything we do is not gay, and a lot of men out here are not gay. No shade to the LGBT key. No shade to that community. right to the other side of the track. No shade to that community, but a lot of us are not considered gay, and I kind of think it's crazy. I kind of think it's crazy, but that's the effects. But you want black men to create families. It A lot of the stuff got to change, right? The solution,
Facts.
in my opinion, is that it's got to change. A lot of stuff got to change. Now that's what you call a black man building families. But a lot of stuff got to change. But hey, listen, we thank y'all for joining this episode. Um, a multiple topical episode. We thank y'all for joining. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so when we drop new episodes, you will be involved. Go on over to our TikTok pages and check out our TikTok pages. My name is Uncle Anthony 37 on TikTok.
Mine big on the past 22.
All right, so mine's is the same on Instagram. It's Uncle Anthony on Instagram. And going on over to support. We're getting ready to start up a Twitch channel to where we can be more in depth with the conversation, more in depth in what's going on in our life.
And to all the gamers out here, fella, come get y'all ass bust on that Fortnite.
Or you can come. You see the poster behind me. You come on, holler at your boy on that Black Ops call, on the Black Ops 6. Hey, but with that said, we out. Hey, listen, got another one. Peace.